Let your heart see the colors all around you. I'll be loving you, yes I will. I'll be loving you, yes I will. I'll be loving you. Let your heart see the colors all around you. Let your heart see the colors.
Hello and welcome back to Apple Park for our first event of 2021. After the challenges of this past year, we're optimistic that brighter days are just in front of us. As we move forward, we feel it's important that Apple continues to make a difference in people's lives through our products and our values. So we're glad you could join us today for some exciting updates and announcements. This week marks the annual Earth Day celebration, and I couldn't be more proud of the environmental initiatives and commitments we are making at Apple. Today, Apple is carbon neutral for our global corporate operations, with all of our offices, stores, and data centers running on 100% renewable energy. And by 2030, Apple will be 100% carbon neutral across our entire end-to-end footprint, including our supply chain and the use of our products. This month, we launched the Restore Fund in partnership with Conservation International and Goldman Sachs. This pioneering new investment fund will provide returns that are measured not only financially, but by the tons of atmospheric carbon removed by each investment. Our goal is to remove more than 1 million tons of carbon every year. At Apple, our values and principles make us who we are. They drive us to create products and services that are better, easier, and more enjoyable. Now I'd like to turn to some updates on our services, beginning with Apple Card. With Apple Card, we set out to completely reinvent the credit card and enable people to live a healthier financial life. Our customers are loving all the benefits of Apple Card, and we believe it's the most successful credit card launch ever. One of the things that became apparent to us in the beginning was a lack of fairness in the way the industry calculated credit scores. When there were two holders of a credit card, one got the benefit of building a good credit history and the other did not. We want to reinvent the way this works too. So today, we're happy to announce that Apple Card will allow spouses and partners to share and merge their credit lines, have equal rights on their account, and build credit equally. This solution helps deliver financial equity, and it's a game changer. An Apple Card can now be used by anyone in your family over the age of 13 with optional spending limits and controls for kids. We call this set of features Apple Card Family. These benefits reflect our ongoing mission to reinvent the credit card and help you and those closest to you experience a healthier financial life. Now let's talk about Apple Podcasts. As you know, Apple helped launch the podcast industry 15 years ago, and this is what it looked like. The day we launched podcasts in iTunes, we had 3,000 shows in the directory. Today, there are millions to choose from, and Apple Podcast is the best place to listen to all your favorites. And we're making the biggest change to Apple Podcasts since its debut. This starts with a newly designed Apple Podcasts app. Every show and episode has a beautiful new page, making it easy to follow, listen, and share. We're also introducing channels to help you find new shows from your favorite creators. And you'll get recommendations for new channels to explore. We're also introducing Apple Podcast subscriptions, which enables you to unlock new content as well as additional benefits like ad-free listening, early access, and much more. So now you can help your favorite podcasters build their business and fuel their creativity. Apple Podcast subscriptions launches in 170 regions and countries next month. These major updates will make listening to podcasts easier and more enjoyable than ever before. Now let's turn to iPhone. iPhone 12 is the most popular smartphone in the world, and people love its amazing features. Super Retina XDR displays with ceramic shield, incredible camera systems and 5G. And of course, they love the stunning design and selection of beautiful colors. And we have another beautiful color, perfect for spring.
Who can take a sunrise, sprinkle it with dew, cover it in chocolate and a miracle or two? The Candyman. Cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. Cause the Candyman thinks it should.
We're so excited to introduce a new, gorgeous purple. It looks stunning with the precision milled back glass and new design. It has elements of sophistication and brightness with the color-matched aluminum edges. It's absolutely beautiful. Purple joins the iPhone 12 lineup for pre-order this Friday, and it will be available on April 30th. One of the things that customers love about the iPhone experience is Find My, and we have some exciting news to share. Here's Carolyn to tell you more.
I can see I'm caught up drifting in your rainbow eyes. And I can see every color in me. I can see every color in you.
One of the most helpful features we pioneered is finding your iPhone through Find My. Over time, we made Find My even more powerful. Find My includes a vast end-to-end encrypted and anonymous network approaching 1 billion Apple devices that can help locate a missing iPhone, Apple Watch, iPad, and Mac, even when it's offline. We also open the Find My network so you can use Find My to find third-party products. And this is just the beginning. Today, we're adding to this growing ecosystem with a new iPhone accessory that makes finding things even easier.
Keys.
This is AirTag. The next time the couch eats your keys, AirTag will help find them. AirTag uses the Find My network so iPhone can help you keep track of and find your things. You can personalize your AirTag to make it your own, even with emoji. AirTag is easy to use by itself or with beautiful accessories we've designed, so you can attach it to just about anything, like your backpack, luggage, or whatever else you have. You can keep track of your AirTag right in the Find My app. Any iPhone with our U1 chip, like iPhone 12, uses helpful overlays to guide you directly to a lost item when it's nearby. We call this precision finding. As you move, precision finding uses our U1 chip to get the precise distance to your AirTag. iPhone fuses that data with input from the camera, accelerometer, and gyroscope to give you visual, haptic, and audible feedback, guiding you right to your AirTag. At Apple, we believe privacy is a human right, and that's why we designed it into AirTag and the Find My network. With the Find My network, everyone can participate without sharing their location to anyone, including Apple. AirTag is designed to track items, not people, so we included safety features to discourage unwanted tracking, like unwanted tag detection, rotating identifiers, and audible alerts from unknown tags. These capabilities are an industry first and are driven by our commitment to privacy. So that's AirTag. AirTag is just $29. And because you likely have more than one important item in your life, A 4-pack is just $99. Orders start this Friday, and AirTag will be available April 30th. We also worked with Hermes on a special handcrafted leather collection, a bag charm, luggage tag, and keyring, each including an AirTag etched with an Hermes signature. With AirTag and the Find My network, iPhone can now help you find even more things. And now, back to Tim.
Now let's talk about Apple TV and how we're making the time we spend at home more entertaining and more enjoyable. Apple TV brings you the very best cinematic experience, giving you access to the world's leading video services. This starts with Apple TV Plus and its lineup of critically acclaimed and award-winning Apple originals, including global hit drama The Morning Show, Academy Award-nominated Wolfwalkers, the Billie Eilish documentary, the Oprah Conversation, and of course, the incredibly popular comedy Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso is one of my favorites, and I'm so excited for the second season. So here's a sneak peek at what's coming next.
Howdy, y'all.
Ted! What do you say to a cocktail, Coach Lasso?
Oh, the same thing I'd say to Diane Sawyer if she ever asked me out on a date. Yes, please.
Live from the dog track, it's Richmond with 8 straight ties.
How many more matches before you hit the panic button?
There's 2 buttons I never like hitting. That's panic and snooze. I don't care what our record is. It's all about believing that everything's gonna work out in the end, exactly as it's supposed to. And isn't the idea of never give up one of them things we always talk about in sports? And shouldn't that apply to people, too?
It's a beautiful metaphor for many of life's journeys.
The team's just a little unlucky, that's all.
Maybe we should bring in a sports psychologist.
Brought you a little something for your first day of work here.
I don't eat sugar.
Really? I've never met someone that doesn't eat sugar. Only heard about them. They all live in this godless place called Santa Monica.
Sing it! We will rock you!
You got a fever for the flavor of little girl talk, don't you?
This chap I've been seeing, John.
Stamos?
No, his name's John Wingsnight.
Like at a sports bar? Like Monday night's wings night down at PJ Flats.
Would you please stop?
Rule number 1, even though it's called girl talk, sometimes it needs to be more like, girl, listen.
We will rock you!
What's Ted doing?
Probably homesick. Closest thing you can find to a Dodge Ram.
Back home, if a team was playing poorly, we don't call them unlucky. What do we call them, Coach?
New York Jets.
Ted Lasso returns this July, and I can't wait. And of course, the best way to enjoy it and everything on Apple TV Plus is with Apple TV 4K. To tell you more about what's new with Apple TV 4K, here's Cindy.
What makes Apple TV truly unique is its deep integration of Apple hardware, software, and services. Apple TV is built on the same world-class Apple silicon we put into iPhone. And it runs tvOS, the most powerful TV operating system. Giving Apple TV all this power that smart TVs just don't have, lets you magically transform your living room so you can get in your morning workout with Apple Fitness Plus. Show off your school project using AirPlay. Battle it out on Apple Arcade. And even sneak in a late night movie with AirPods. The ability to do all of these things and so much more is why we've put so much power into Apple TV. And it's why I'm so excited to share with you the next generation of Apple TV 4K. Apple TV 4K is now built with the A12 Bionic, bringing a new level of performance that will be a massive upgrade to your TV. Delivering the highest visual quality possible has always been core to Apple TV. It already supports high dynamic range formats such as Dolby Vision, revealing more realistic colors and greater detail. And with the A12 Bionic, the new Apple TV 4K can now play HDR and high frame rate. This allows video to play more smoothly and appear more lifelike than ever before, which will be great for fast-moving action like sports. We're working with leading providers across the globe as they begin to stream in high frame rate HDR. And it's not just professionally produced programs that will look amazing. For those of you with an iPhone 12 Pro, you can already record in Dolby Vision at 60 frames per second. And to enjoy all these moments in the best quality on the new Apple TV 4K, we've enhanced AirPlay to support high frame rate HDR. We want everything you watch on Apple TV to look amazing, but because every TV settings are different, it's challenging to know if you're getting the best picture. Until now. With our new color balance feature, Apple TV will work with your iPhone and its advanced sensors to improve your TV's picture quality. Your iPhone uses its camera and proximity sensor to guide you to an on-screen target. Color measurements start automatically. Apple TV uses the light sensor in your iPhone to compare your TV's color balance to the industry standard specifications used by cinematographers worldwide. Using this data, Apple TV will then automatically tailor its video output to compensate for any inaccuracies in your TV's picture settings. So you'll now see much more accurate color without you ever having to adjust your TV. The results can be dramatic, with more natural colors and improved contrast, making your TV look better than ever. Of course, the way you interact with Apple TV is with the Siri remote. So this year, we completely redesigned it with new functionality and controls. It starts with a new one-piece aluminum design that fits perfectly in your hand. And with contrasting controls, you can easily find and hit just the button you want. We also have a brand new ClickPad with 5-way navigation for better accuracy, and the entire ClickPad is touch-enabled, preserving the fast directional swipes users love. And we did something pretty cool with the outer ring. We've given it a new circular gesture that turns it into a jaw control. Perfect for finding just the scene you're looking for. We've also made it the only remote you need for your TV. It now has a power button that controls your TV's power and another for mute. And we've moved the Siri button to the side, just like on your iPhone. The enclosure is made from 100% recycled aluminum, joining Apple TV 4K and all of our products in furthering our commitment to reducing our environmental impact. So that's the new Apple TV 4K. It'll be available for $179 with 32 gigabytes or $199 with double the storage capacity. Perfect for enjoying even more apps and games. You can order them on April 30th, and they'll be available in the second half of May. With the power of A12 Bionic, the realism of high frame rate HDR, and a totally redesigned Siri remote, the new Apple TV 4K brings the absolute best entertainment experience to your home. Back to Tim.
Now let's talk about the Mac. There has never been a more exciting time for the Mac. We recently announced that we were embarking on a 2-year transition to Apple Silicon, and we're off to an incredible start. The reception to the new MacBook Air, MacBook Pro, and Mac Mini with M1 has been off the charts. Wired called M1 a Mac revolution. M1 delivers incredible performance, custom technologies, and revolutionary power efficiency. With a giant leap in performance per watt, every Mac with M1 is transformed into a completely different class of product. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a breakthrough. Our customers agree as Mac continues to lead the industry in customer satisfaction. And our Mac business has never been stronger. Our M1 products have continued to fuel the Mac's incredible growth and now represent the majority of our Mac sales. Today, M1's profound impact on the Mac continues as we are about to take another exciting step forward. To tell you more, here's John.
M1 has been a gigantic leap forward for the Mac. It has redefined the MacBook Air, MacBook Pro, and Mac Mini, shattering expectations of what each of them can do. They've shown how M1 plus macOS Big Sur can bring breakthrough performance and power efficiency to the Mac. Users have been absolutely blown away by their responsiveness and amazing battery life. And developers have been busy delivering universal versions of their apps. In fact, there are now thousands of universal apps available that take full advantage of M1 and Big Sur, including Photoshop, Twitter, Microsoft Office, Quicken, Slack, Affinity Publisher, Zappos, 1Password, and DaVinci Resolve. And there are more arriving every week. These Macs demonstrate how M1 can dramatically move the Mac forward. But there's even more that it can do. With its system-on-a-chip architecture, M1 allows us to push the Mac far beyond what was previously possible. And that's why we're here, because today we're thrilled to introduce a Mac that has been built from the ground up around M1. And here it is.
Y'all don't hear me. 6'6" piston, tiptoe kiss 'em, cat call kittens, whole milk lick it. See my vision, rainbow smitten. Nobody safe, nobody. You can be my lover, 'cause love looks better in color. Color me. Yeah. You can be my lover, 'cause love looks better in color.
The all-new, completely redesigned iMac is more personal, more powerful, and more capable than ever. And it's incredible from every angle. It's bursting with color from both the front and the back, and it practically disappears when you view it from the side. Let's take a look at its revolutionary design. iMac's new form is stunning, with a spectrum of vibrant colors, so you can choose the one that fits your own personal style. We wanted it to feel light and optimistic, while instantly brightening up any space. From the front, iMac is clean and simple, with a single sheet of glass covering the entire surface. The softer colors and light gray borders ground the iMac in your environment and allow you to focus on your content. In contrast to the more neutral front, the back is designed to really celebrate color with bold, richly saturated shades. In many places, the back of iMac is the first thing you'll see, so we created colors that would bring a sense of joy to any space. Next, let's check out the striking side profile, where you really see the profound impact of M1. With every generation, iMac has moved closer to our vision, to make the computer disappear. And while we've had the same great design for several years, we haven't had the technology to take the next big step until now, because M1 has enabled us to get closer to that vision than ever before. For comparison, let's take a look at the previous iMac. The logic board and thermals were huge because of the power-hungry processor, and the CPU, GPU, and other components were all separate chips in the system. Now, with the system-on-a-chip architecture of M1, these are all consolidated into this much smaller logic board. And because M1 is far more power efficient, the bulky thermal system is replaced by just 2 small fans. This keeps the system cool while running exceptionally quiet. In fact, for typical use, iMac stays under 10 decibels, which is barely audible to the human ear. Together, these 2 components help reduce iMac's overall volume by over 50%. The result is a design that's much more compact and just 11.5 millimeters thin. And with an even smaller footprint, it fits easily into many more spaces. Next, iMac has always been about its best-in-class display. So on the new iMac, we made the display an expansive 24 inches. By narrowing the borders, we fit the significantly bigger display in a design that's only slightly larger than the 21.5-inch iMac. And it has nearly 11.3 million pixels in its 4.5K Retina display, so you can see your content in all its glorious detail. And with a P3 wide gamut and over 1 billion colors, plus 500 nits of brightness, every image is brilliant and vivid. It also has True Tone, which automatically adjusts the color temperature as your environment changes for a more natural viewing experience. And it has a coating with industry-leading low reflectivity for greater comfort and readability. iMac's new design, with its immersive display, is awesome. And we're just getting started. We also pushed every other aspect of the experience forward. First, we've taken iMac's camera, mics, and speakers to a whole new level. And to tell you more, here's Navpreet.
We've all been spending more and more time on video calls. So with the new iMac, it was important to us to enhance the core technologies that keep us connected. Let's start with the camera. iMac now has a 1080p FaceTime HD camera, which doubles the resolution for much higher quality video. And with a larger sensor, the camera performs great in low light. The camera is paired with M1, which has Apple's latest image signal processor, or ISP. This works to further enhance the image quality with computational video. Let's take a look at the processing pipeline. As you use the camera, the ISP goes through a series of steps to analyze and enhance each pixel at over 1 trillion operations per second. For example, it works with M1's neural engine to make more intelligent exposure and white balance adjustments, so your lighting is always just right. It utilizes advanced noise reduction algorithms to bring a new level of clarity to your video. And it uses tone mapping to deliver enhanced dynamic range, bringing more detail to bright highlights and dark shadows. This camera will make you look like a rock star. In fact, it's the best camera we've ever put in a Mac. And to complement the camera, we gave iMac a studio quality 3 mic array. The mics are engineered to reduce feedback from the rest of the system so conversations flow more naturally and you'll interrupt each other less. And beamforming allows these mics to better ignore background noise and focus on your voice, which means you'll come through loud and clear on video calls or when recording an audio track. This is also the best mic system ever in a Mac. Now, with this amazing camera and mic array, you know we leveled up the speakers too. To create big, room-filling sound, speakers need to displace a lot of air. In order to do this, we increased the power driving the iMac sound system. Now, while iMac needed to have big sound, it also had to deliver accurate sound. So we gave it 2 pairs of force-canceling woofers that produce an incredible bass response while reducing unintended vibrations from that increased power. And we balanced each set with a high-performance tweeter. The result is a 6-speaker system that produces a massive soundstage with strong, articulate bass and crystal clear mids and highs. All of these speaker innovations, coupled with advanced algorithms, enable iMac to support spatial audio when playing video with Dolby Atmos. On the beautiful 4.5K Retina display, it's an outstanding movie watching experience. With its dramatic improvements in balance, vocal clarity, and instrument separation, iMac delivers a remarkably robust and high-quality audio experience. Simply put, it's the best sound system ever in a Mac, and we can't wait for you to hear it. Back to you, Colleen.
With these camera and audio features and its stunning display, iMac delivers an entirely new level of capability. Now, add in the power and performance of M1 and macOS Big Sur, this experience is simply unrivaled. You can feel the difference immediately, as iMac wakes almost instantly. And your apps launch with blazing speed. Everything you do on macOS Big Sur is extremely responsive, and the apps you use every day are fast and fluid. Like in Safari, you can browse even faster and run hundreds of tabs at once. In Photos, you can fly through edits to your iPhone images. And in Apple Arcade, gaming on iMac is better than ever, with awesome and exclusive games, like Warp Drive. M1 delivers so much great performance, you can even keep playing while simultaneously taking your next Zoom call. And with powerful creative apps optimized for M1, it's easier than ever to explore your passion or find a new one. When it comes to CPU performance, in apps like Xcode, Lightroom, and iMovie, iMac is up to 85% faster than the previous 21.5-inch iMac models. So you can compile new apps in Xcode in a fraction of the time, easily work with massive 100-megapixel photos in Lightroom, and export your favorite video projects in iMovie faster than ever. And when it comes to GPU performance, for certain apps like Affinity Photo and Photoshop, iMac is up to 2 times faster than the previous models, and it's even up to 50% faster than the most powerful discrete graphics in the fastest 21.5-inch iMac. So you can render edits to your next brilliant composition in real time with Affinity Photo, or quickly transform a picture into an oil painting with Photoshop. And in Final Cut Pro, you can edit up to 5 streams of 4K footage or 1 stream of 8K footage without dropping a frame. And machine learning is now up to 3 times faster in apps that leverage M1's 16-core neural engine. So apps like Vectornator, which can swiftly turn a photo into vector layers, get even faster on iMac. And because iMac has the same chip architecture as iPhone and iPad, you can run iPhone and iPad apps like Headspace and Zillow right on your iMac without breaking your workflow. Or you can enjoy games like Sky, Children of the Light, while you spread out on iMac and use your keyboard as a game controller. And with iCloud and continuity, it's easier than ever to use iMac and iPhone together. Your calls and texts come right to iMac, so no need to switch devices when you're in the zone. And that email you started on iPhone, you can use Handoff to finish it on iMac. And you can even copy text and images on iPhone and then paste them right into a document on iMac with the magic of Universal Clipboard. And all your content is always available and up to date across all your Apple devices. You are going to love the combination of M1 and macOS on the new iMac. It's the ultimate Big Sur experience. And we're not done yet. iMac has state-of-the-art connectivity for all your data and devices. It has up to 4 USB-C ports, including 2 Thunderbolt ports for super fast data transfer, and support for up to a 6K display, like the Pro Display XDR. And we created a new power connector that attaches magnetically, so it's quick and easy to connect. It has a 2-meter color-matched woven cable that leads to a small power adapter, which can be placed on the floor behind your desk. And for Ethernet, check out this cool innovation. It connects to the adapter and runs through the power cable to keep your desktop less cluttered. Now, let's take a closer look at iMac's new keyboard, mouse, and trackpad options. You can choose from 3 types of keyboards with gorgeous aluminum enclosures, color-matched to iMac. First, there's a Magic Keyboard with new emoji, spotlight, dictation, and do not disturb keys, and a lock key to instantly lock iMac. Next, there's a Magic Keyboard with an exciting new feature, Touch ID, which comes to the Mac desktop for the first time. Wireless fingerprint data transmission is made possible by a secure processor in the keyboard. It communicates directly with the Secure Enclave and M1, creating an encrypted channel to protect your fingerprint data from end to end. So whether you're making a purchase with Apple Pay or unlocking your iMac, it's fast, easy, and secure. And Touch ID also works with fast user switching, so you can change to a different user profile with just the touch of a finger. And there's a Magic Keyboard with Touch ID and a numeric keypad too. Magic Mouse, loved by iMac users, now features color-matched aluminum. And Magic Trackpad, still by far the industry's best, has a refined shape to match the new keyboard. These new accessories complete the system and bring even more capability to iMac. With a colorful, cutting-edge design, best-in-class features, the power of M1, and macOS Big Sur, the new iMac can do it all, dynamically transforming any space into whatever you need it to be. Let's take a look at the many ways iMac can fit into your life.
Say hello to the new iMac. You've never seen a computer like this before. Yeah, it's really that thin. But it's not magic. It's the M1 chip, which is kind of magic. And it makes the new iMac fast. Like, your apps open instantly fast. Like, check that text while you clean your inbox, while you share that photo, while you stream that show fast.
That's fast.
It has a 4.5K Retina display for colors that pop off the screen. A 1080p camera, so you'll look right in any light. And whether you're talking to one person or 100, the mics always focus on your voice. So they hear you, not what's around you. 6 speakers and Dolby Atmos means everything you do sounds great. Matching keyboard and mouse, and wireless Touch ID. Boom, boom, boom. And what happens on your iPhone also happens on your iMac. That's definitely magic. This is the new iMac. Oh wait, I forgot. It comes in 7 colors.
With iMac, the possibilities are endless. And like all of our products, iMac has been built to minimize its impact on the environment. 100% of the virgin wood fiber in iMac's packaging comes from responsibly managed forests. And iMac has 100% recycled rare earth magnets in the speakers, fan motor, and power connector. And of course, iMac meets Apple's high standards for environmental responsibility in materials, renewable energy, and energy efficiency. So that's the new iMac. With its extraordinary design, powerful performance, and incredible features, it starts at just $12.99 in 4 colors. And at $14.99, iMac comes in 7 colors with these additional features. You can order the new iMac starting April 30th, and it will be available in the second half of May. The new iMac is the first Mac completely redesigned around the revolutionary M1 chip. With a 24-inch, 4.5K Retina display, the best camera mics and speakers ever in a Mac, macOS Big Sur, and Touch ID, iMac is the most personal, powerful, capable, and simply the most fun it's ever been. We can't wait to see what you do on iMac. And now back to John.
The new iMac joins MacBook Air, MacBook Pro, and Mac Mini in our incredible family of M1 Macs. And with the new iMac, the strongest lineup of Macs we've ever had gets even better. The new iMac is another huge step forward in our transition to Apple Silicon, and it brings the amazing M1 experience to even more Mac users. But it's not just Mac users who want to get their hands on it.
That's right. The M1 chip is not just in the Mac, it's now in iPad Pro, and it's going to blow you away. iPad Pro has always used turbocharged versions of our A-series chips to deliver a powerful and responsive experience that's years ahead of anything else. M1 continues that momentum by taking it to an entirely new level, with a big jump in performance to run powerful apps and drive a high-performance ecosystem. For M1 to fit into its incredibly thin and light design requires power efficiency that's way beyond just being better. It has to be amazing, and M1 delivers. And because M1 shares the same fundamental architecture of A-series chips, iPadOS is already built to take full advantage of its powerful technology. The next level performance that M1 unlocks on iPad Pro starts with its powerful CPU. Built around the world's fastest CPU core in low-power silicon, the 8-core design of M1 delivers a whopping 50% jump over the industry-leading performance of the previous iPad Pro. What's amazing is that compared to the first-generation iPad, this iPad Pro now delivers up to 75 times faster CPU performance. It's no wonder apps are pushing the limits of what's possible on iPad. From blazing performance for vector and raster tools in Affinity Designer, to rendering the most detailed designs with Shaper 3D, to adding complex effects to 4K videos in LumaFusion. iPad's expansive display comes bursting to life with M1's amazing graphics performance. The 8-core GPU is in a class of its own, delivering up to 40% faster graphics performance. Again, compared to the first generation iPad, get ready for this, the graphics of this new iPad Pro is now over 1,500 times faster. That's just ridiculous. So painting with watercolors and oils in Adobe Fresco look and feel like the real thing. And you can bring the most intricate AR models into the real world with JigSpace. You can also play the latest games with console-quality graphics at super high frame rates. This raw performance, along with the ProMotion display, 4 speakers, and now support for the latest PlayStation or Xbox game controllers with haptics, makes playing games on iPad Pro insanely fun. With this combination of CPU and graphics performance, the new iPad Pro is, yet again, the fastest device of its kind. It's not even close. But it's bigger than that, because powerful custom technologies like our latest 16-core Apple Neural Engine, advanced image signal processor, and unified high-bandwidth memory architecture make iPad Pro more capable than ever. And the industry-leading power efficiency of M1 enables all of that amazing performance along with all-day battery life in the incredibly thin and light design of iPad Pro. The new iPad Pro also allows users to access their content faster than ever, with up to 2 times faster storage. And for our most demanding users, a new 2 terabyte configuration gives you enormous storage capacity. So you can keep up to 60,000 ProRAW photos at your fingertips, or up to 220 hours of 4K HDR video content with you wherever you go. M1 brings much faster connectivity to iPad Pro as well. The USB-C port already supports super fast data transfers. And now, we're adding Thunderbolt with USB 4 support as well, making it the fastest, most versatile port ever on an iPad, or any other device of its kind. Not only is there 4 times more bandwidth for wired connections up to 40 gigabits per second, Thunderbolt also opens up a massive ecosystem of high-performance accessories, like super fast storage, external displays like the Pro Display XDR now at its full 6K resolution, and all connected using high-performance cables and docks. iPad Pro now fits perfectly into so many more workflows. Now, on a mobile device like iPad Pro, ultra-fast wireless connections are absolutely critical, and that's why we've added 5G to iPad Pro. Accessing files, collaborating with colleagues, and backing up data are fundamental when you're on the go. This is huge. Super fast 5G cellular connections lets users be creative and productive wherever they are. Download speeds can be as high as 3.5 gigabits per second in ideal conditions. Of course, 5G speeds will vary by carrier and region. In the US, iPad Pro also supports millimeter wave, the high-frequency version of 5G. And with this model, iPad Pro can reach up to 4 gigabits per second peak download speeds in ideal conditions. So no matter where your work takes you, you can live stream from wherever you are.
This is Aishwarya reporting from San Francisco.
First off, I want to congratulate everybody on...
And you never have to miss a meeting on your way to work.
I was on mute, sorry. I want to congratulate...
The blazing speeds of 5G allow you to do just about anything, just about anywhere. And there's more. iPad's versatility is further enhanced by its Pro cameras. And to tell you more, here's Fiona.
Customers love taking stunning photos and videos on their iPad. And with powerful apps, these advanced cameras enable so much more, like video capture for mobile journalists and content creators, especially with the built-in studio quality mics on iPad Pro. And with the LiDAR scanner, they paved the way to completely new workflows, like motion tracking with CamTrack AR. Super accurate depth data makes going from green screen to pre-visualization on location easier than ever, and you can build that final render with greater confidence. Or how designers and architects visualize their projects with Archie, on-site, at full scale, complete with people occlusion, realistic shadows, and real-time lighting. Or to simply bring your imagination to life. Check out this new version of Clips, which uses the LiDAR scanner to transform your living room into a magical space for your next video. How fun is that? And with the more powerful ISP in M1, we get Smart HDR3, where the ISP and the neural engine work together to adjust color, contrast, and noise in distinct parts of a photo. And in low light conditions, the ISP and LiDAR scanner quickly and accurately focus images and videos to capture incredible details from almost no light at all. On the front, the True Depth camera instantly and securely unlocks iPad with Face ID and takes portrait selfies, which look amazing on that large display. And now, more than ever, it plays an important role when collaborating with coworkers and connecting with family and friends. So, in the new iPad Pro, we're going to take a huge step forward by updating the True Depth camera system to include an all-new ultra-wide camera designed specifically for iPad. It features a new 12-megapixel sensor with a 122-degree field of view, which enables something really cool. And we call it Center Stage. Center Stage uses the new ultra-wide camera and machine learning to recognize and keep you in the center of the view. What's amazing is as you move around, it automatically pans to keep you in the shot. And that's not all. When others join in, it recognizes them too and zooms out to fit everyone into the view. So whether it's a whiteboarding session with coworkers or a family get-together, the experience of connecting is now more engaging than ever. So that's the new ultra-wide camera with Center Stage. Video calls never look so good. Now, back to Raja.
iPad is a magical sheet of glass that can become anything you want it to be. And the centerpiece of that experience on iPad Pro is its stunning Liquid Retina display, which features a long list of advanced display technologies, many that we've pioneered on iPad. We introduced it as the world's most advanced mobile display. The Liquid Retina display delivers nearly 4 million pixels on the 11-inch iPad Pro. Users love being able to take the most powerful iPad experience with them everywhere in a portable 1-pound design. On the immersive 12.9-inch iPad Pro, it delivers an enormous 5.6 million pixels. This is for those who want the biggest window for their creative workflows. And we have some exciting news here. We know our users are increasingly creating content with the high brightness and high contrast ratio of HDR. So, we first equipped creative users with the Pro Display XDR to view and edit their content. This amazing display delivers extremely high brightness and an extremely high contrast ratio. And now, we're going to take the next big step. We're bringing the stunning front-of-screen performance of our Pro Display XDR to our 12.9-inch iPad Pro, so our users can take their XDR workflow wherever they go. This is the new Liquid Retina XDR display, and it delivers 1,000 nits of full-screen brightness, a breathtaking 1,600 nits of peak brightness, and a phenomenal 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio, just like Pro Display XDR. Now, due to the ultra-thin design of iPad Pro compared to the Pro Display XDR, we had to take an entirely new approach to make this happen. So, to tell you all about it, here's Heidi.
Extreme Dynamic Range is all about delivering a visual experience that reflects what we see in the real world. This means seeing the brightest highlights along with subtle details in the darkest parts of an image. Bringing the XDR experience to iPad Pro was an enormous challenge. We had to rethink how the display creates light. So we went back to the drawing board. To achieve way higher brightness, we used an array of LEDs across the entire back of the display, similar to the Pro Display XDR. And to fit within the ultra-thin iPad Pro design, these LEDs need to be incredibly small. So we developed a mini LED, which is over 120 times smaller in volume than the previous design. And because these mini LEDs are so small, achieving extremely high brightness requires lots of them, and I mean thousands of them. In fact, there are over 10,000 LEDs that deliver XDR-level brightness on that stunning 12.9-inch display. That's a massive increase over the 72 LEDs that were in the previous iPad Pro. We then grouped these mini LEDs into over 2,500 local dimming zones. So depending on the content, we can precisely adjust the brightness in each zone. The result is an extremely high 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio. The light is then shaped by a series of incredibly thin, custom-designed optical films and diffusers. And that's why this display can fit into a design that's just 6.4 millimeters thin, weighs just 1.5 pounds, and still delivers all-day battery life. So, HDR content with the finest specular highlights like galaxies and star fields is more true to life than ever. We're thrilled to deliver the XDR experience on the new iPad Pro. Back to Raja.
There's never been a display that delivers this kind of visual experience on any other mobile device. So users can now do things they could never do before. Videographers have a large XDR display they can take with them everywhere and edit true-to-life HDR content using LumaFusion. Photographers can see even more detail when editing their images right on iPad using Lightroom. And filmmakers can more confidently review and approve HDR content with Frame.io, previewing it as it's meant to be seen from anywhere on the set. And everyone can enjoy a mobile cinematic viewing and listening experience with support for HDR video formats like HDR10, HLG, and Dolby Vision. And the advanced sound system supports Dolby Atmos as well. So this is our new 12.9-inch Liquid Retina XDR display. With this amazing set of features, it goes beyond any display in the world. And we couldn't wait to put the new iPad Pro with all of its advanced new technologies in the hands of our developers. Check out what happened when we did.
All right.
I'm Natasha.
我
Sahar.
叫高云峥，大家就可以叫我 Bobby。Josh。
Shannon Bullock.
David William Hurd。
Professional Astro Geek.
I'm Terry Morgan and I'm from LumaFusion.
Swing Vision.
Procreate Filmic Pro.
All right, Ziggy, you ready for your big shot? Divinity Original Sin 2.
iPad.
iPad.
Pro.
And now the iPad Pro has the M1.
How can I put this? Awesome.
That head exploding emoji. Eureka.
When I think of M1 on the iPad, there are truly no limits to what's possible creatively.
The power that's there.
It's a monster.
We can do more. We can make bigger canvases and we can do way more with our brushes. Art has left the glass and it's now in a totally different realm.
Processing power is insane. Audio transcription lets you put the iPad Pro on your piano and just start playing. And that'll transcribe into notation what you've just played. Pretty wild.
With M1, the iPad Pro can now be your tennis coach and your line judge.
It can look 100 feet across the court and determine if a ball is in or out.
In. For the first time, the iPad Pro allows us to take the world's densest open-world RPG and put it on a device that can really be played anywhere. We never had that before.
这个是非常非常令人惊叹的，在1.0年之前都不能发生。
The display is everything.
It just says yes. Yes, you can see the full spectrum of color. All of that is huge to us.
It kind of showcases a new level of detail with 3D that you couldn't quite see before.
It's just such a beautiful, big window to be able to hold up and zoom in and see whatever you want. Like you're controlling the Hubble Space Telescope yourself.
The biggest deal is really fast direct import with Thunderbolt. I can get my large images in Photoshop on the iPad faster than ever. And once they're in there, I can just edit in real time. We're able to do things on this new iPad Pro that we've never been able to do before.
To know that it's all there and just something that you're holding in your hand.
Fun.
How can you not be just overwhelmingly excited about that?
We are so excited.
This is going to be a big deal. You nailed it. Good job.
We're always amazed by the new capabilities our developers put in the hands of our users. Of course, you can't talk about iPad Pro and not talk about the phenomenal accessories that make it even more versatile and capable. Apple Pencil transforms iPad Pro into an immersive drawing canvas and the world's best note-taking device by far. And Scribble, now with support for 5 additional languages, allows you to write in any text field, so you never have to put Apple Pencil away. And iPad Pro supports the thin and light Smart Keyboard Folio and the Magic Keyboard with its backlit keys, integrated trackpad, and floating design. Not only is it a great typing experience, It's now also available in a gorgeous new white color. Finally, iPad Pro has been carefully designed to minimize its impact on the environment and support our overall net zero carbon goal. It uses 100% recycled aluminum for the entire enclosure and 100% recycled rare earth elements in the magnets of the speakers and enclosure. iPad Pro is also free of a long list of harmful substances. Our work here is never finished, but we're proud of the progress we've made. Even with M1 and the other incredible new technologies, the 11-inch iPad Pro still starts at just $799, and the 12.9-inch model adds the stunning Liquid Retina XDR display for just $1099, an incredible value for such an incredible device. You can order iPad Pro starting April 30th, and it'll be available in the second half of May. We're so excited about the new iPad Pro. Check this out.
T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is the new 11-inch and 12.9-inch iPad Pro. Both feature the breakthrough M1 chip, making each the fastest device of its kind. Thunderbolt for connection to high-performance accessories, the ultra-wide front camera with center stage, and 5G on cellular models for the fastest cellular connections possible. And in addition to all of that, the 12.9-inch model features the stunning Liquid Retina XDR display with 1600 nits of peak brightness and 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio. This is a display you have to see to believe. This is the most outrageously capable and versatile iPad Pro we've ever made. Back to John.
In every way, this is a giant leap forward for iPad. The new iPad Pro joins the rest of our incredible lineup and pushes the iPad experience even further. iPad Pro and iMac have always delivered a best-in-class user experience, and M1 takes both to the next level with its profound impact on their design and capability. Now back to Tim.
What a great day of announcements. We continue our reinvention of the credit card with Apple Card Family, as well as a major redesign of Apple Podcasts. We announced an all-new, beautiful purple finish for iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 mini, the new AirTag to help you find the important things in your life. The new Apple TV 4K and redesigned Siri Remote bring the absolute best entertainment experience to your home. The incredible new iMac that completely reinvents one of the world's most iconic computers. And the new iPad Pro with the M1 chip, which is an absolute powerhouse. At Apple, we continue to be committed to making an impact in people's lives. And we can't wait to get these new products into your hands and see all of the amazing things you'll do with them. Thank you for being with us today. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a great day.